What's up, everybody, and welcome back. I have not streamed in quite a while, actually, but I'm back. And if you're new to this show, oh, let me see. I gotta adjust my mic because it's too hot. What about now? Maybe this is like a little bit better. I put compression on my mic, but I think it should be pretty good. It's just like redlining, which is always a bad sign, but maybe that had to do with the mic cable. I think we should be good. Anyway, if you're new, 15 minutes. I go on and talk about a topic. I set a timer and then I end. But this week is Cam Girls. I'm going to set the timer now, 15 minutes. Sorry, I'm a little bit out of practice here. I haven't done this in a minute, but I just set the timer to go. This is just kind of like freestyle talking. There is no video associated. If you'd like to see video, write in the comments. I figured out that I could basically just video myself right now and then upload it afterwards. But this is audio only, which is why you see a black square. So you're just listening to my voice. But I did add compression to the mic channel. So if you've been listening along, or if you've been watching my other YouTube channel, I do a lot of music related content. And so I'm trying to get away from doing, well, in a way, I kind of built my channel on. Let me pause that because we're not even talking about Cam Girls yet. I'm just giving you a general update. But I talk about music a lot on the channel. But I also followed the conventional advice that you build your channel with like a one way street of conventional uploads within one topic or whatever. And then once the channel has built some sort of audience, then you can branch out and do other things. I mean, about 10 years ago, it was like you build the channel on fast food videos and then you can become a vlogger. But the rules are constantly shifting, and I just wrote a post about this, and I was actually chatting with some random person on Twitter about how like there's way too much messing, like YouTube's messing with the algorithm too much, I guess, to the point where like I'll upload a video on shorts, it'll get 900 plays, then I'll wait a week and upload another one and it'll get like 5 plays. And it's like, wait a second, like what's going on? But that's why I kind of just do whatever I want and just go from there. But anyway, we can start now. Cam Girls. Let me reset the timer. All right, 15 minutes. Here we go. Let me just take a sip from my coffee mug here. I should get a. I'm just being lazy, but I should get like a. What's it called? What does this say? That's so crazy, though. I'm trying to like sign into my own chat room. I don't think I need to do that. I think I can look at it on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, I had settings set up here. I hope the settings held, but we'll find out. But yeah. So I guess this video topic could be seen as like edgy or risque by some. But I guess one of the things I want to talk about with cam girls is like there's a whole nother side to webcam models that the average person who's never watched a webcam model, I guess it's like guys only are really watching these women from the straight male perspective. Obviously, everyone's watching, but there's more to it than just the basics of interactive, like opening up Playboy, but it's interactive all of a sudden, which is kind of like in the simplest terms what's going on. But let me try to think about certain things. I'll just go through my own personal history, and the clock is running right now. Man, this has been a terrible broadcast. If you're still here, it's a miracle. But I guess during the lockdowns and everything, it was pretty bad, as everyone remembers who can remember that far back. But going into my job where I'm wearing a mask all day, and then I come home, it's like all the places you go to socialize are kind of like shut down. so you can't really go out. And then like the rules are constantly kind of changing, so you're just like locked in a prison of isolation. And I've been living alone for um 14, coming around on 14 years. So I'm totally self-sufficient, and I don't, I don't rely on anyone else to entertain me at all. But I discovered Cam Girls way back, I think it must have been 2020. And the way I found the Green website, which I will not name, but if you know what it is, you know what I'm talking about. And the Green website is the best website for sure. In fact, it's really the only one worth discussing. There's one other site that I only have been to just because a girl from the Green website switched and started using the other Blue website. The Blue website actually has a better interface in some ways because it's like sleeker, but the Green website is where it's at. But I found my way onto the Green website by clicking on a ad that popped up on my phone, believe it or not. Then all of a sudden I'm in this chat room, and if you've never interacted with Cam Girls, the way I interact with them 99.9% of the time is they can't see me. I'm just a name in the chat room. And the best Cam Girls, what they do is they read every single message in chat, and they also call you out when you log in. So as I'm live streaming right now, I do have a chat room which I can look at. Yeah, there's no one in my chat room, I don't think. Yeah, there's no one there. But if there was a chat room, everyone who'd be writing, I'd be reading their messages as they write them. Because what that does is it just creates engagement. But then also, that's what it's all about. Anyway, that's how I almost 100% of the time would interact. Now, you can pay extra and you get cam to cam where they're watching a video of you, like a silent movie of you, and then you're also chatting, which I've done like once ever. And now we can segue. Well, I guess I can talk. I mean, so I could do like hours on Cam Girls. I got 10 minutes left. Just give me a second. I'm going to take a sip of this coffee here. You got to give professional broadcasters credit because it's way harder than you think to just be entertaining for however long they sit there. And like, I should have stuff prepared. Like when I take a sip of the cup of coffee, I should have sound bites I'm playing, but I'm pretty much unprepared, but it is what it is. But yeah, so I clicked on an ad. I found myself in the Green website, and I'm talking to some cam girl, and I'm totally blown away. I was totally blown away and transfixed. I think one reason why is because I think I was like, the fact of being isolated during the pandemic like compounded the fact that I'm already by myself. So like I'm isolated to begin with, then like there's like extra societal isolation. It's like totally isolated. So I'm just looking for someone to interact with live, And I'm talking to some cam girl on there, and I was like, I didn't understand the rules of it. I hadn't been there. And also I will mention that the technology then and now is so much better than it used to be in terms of the quality of the video and audio, and also the latency, which is a pretty big word, and I hate using big words because when people do it and I don't know the word, it's ridiculous. Let's look up latency. I only know latency just because of audio engineering, but the time delay between a user's action and the system's response. So like they're talking in real time and I'm chatting, and there's pretty much zero latency, which I guess in the past there was maybe like seconds worth of latency, which actually makes like somewhat of a difference sometimes, but not really. I don't know. I'd also been out the game in a while. I used to play Quake 3 online on Dreamcast, and like you can meet friends over. It's like kind of a similar thing in a way. But yeah, I was blown away. And then like for me, like the adult aspect of it, the adult entertainment aspect of it, it's like not what I'm there for. I'm there to like talk to someone and have a conversation. And it's crazy. Like as time went on and I continue to use the campsites, I don't go on them anymore really. If I do, it's like very like once every like 6 7 months or something. I used to go every night, and I had a whole routine going on where I'd go every night. I'd make myself a frozen pizza and talk to like one specific cam girl. This went on for like 2 years straight, and then like they start to they start to you develop a relationship with them, and that's leading me to my next train of thought, which is like after a while, like I've had cam girls that I'm talking to where they like know everything that's going on with me, more or less. Like I don't give them my address or my real phone number, but like they know like day to day like what's going on. They don't know like really personal stuff necessarily, but they know a lot. So like you start developing a back and forth with some of them. And I guess some people who are listening are wondering, can you become friends with a cam girl? And I'm here to tell you that you actually can. And how do you know when you're actually friends with a cam girl? I'll tell you when you know. Step 1, they've they've stopped asking you for money over such a long period of time, years, that like it's obvious that they're not looking at you as a dollar sign, but rather as a person. So I think if you have 1.5 to 2 years of consecutive, communication with the cam model and they've never asked you for money, then you're good. Now, some of them are tricky because they'll go stretches where they're not asking for money. Like they'll go like a solid 4 5 6 months maybe, and then they'll hammer you with like, I need $1,000. It's like, no. So, but yeah, then it's like, and part of what's fascinating about it is you're mixing fantasy with reality. And another thing too is that I started to compare, as I'm a single guy, but playing the field, trying to go out with different women at different points in time. And then I start comparing like conversations with the cam models versus conversations with real women. And then also like just overall like communication with real people and like what they say and do and like actions versus words and everything and how does it line up versus like communication with the cam girl over whatever amount of time it is. There's only one. I mean, I'm here talking to you, and I can tell you that there's only really one that well, there's more than one, but there's one that I consistently talk to, and have for years now. But there's a few more that are around, but not every single cam. I don't have a connection with every single cam girl that I communicate with regularly. Like some of them, like it's like a toxic relationship in a way. But then like people surprise you and you don't really know, you never really know everything about someone. But comparing reality, and I'll give you an example. I'll meet a girl in real life. I'll get her number. Now, I would put it at like a 50% chance, maybe less than that. I would give it like 25% chance that if I text the girl I meet in real life, that she will text me back in like with the common decency. So like I'm not looking for, I'll even give like people like, I don't even know. I'll wait like 2 weeks because you never know. Like maybe someone's phone is like different than mine where they got like tons of messages and they're just like cycling through shit. So they could miss it for the first week. And second week they come back around and like, oh, I found your message. I'll give you 2 weeks. And then I start comparing that to like, all right, I'm talking to this cam girl. about something that just happened, response within like 30 minutes. And it's like actually a response that means something, you know? It's not like getting blown off. But so you start comparing like that to real life, and it's like, well, wait a second here. Hold on, I'm going to transition to another part of this conversation, but I need more liquids. I really hope that I fix the settings. I think the settings on OBS were the same. I'm not sure exactly. I think they're the same though. Yeah, so that's one aspect that gets interesting. Another thing too is like there's like a weird like gray area where if you really think about it, like you can kind of do whatever you want when you're in a chat room. Obviously, see, and this is what I'll say too. When you've been going to a cam girl's room for a while, or any of these rooms, you quickly learn that you got to play by the rules. And it's more fun when you do. Because you don't want to get banned. So you don't want to say something out of pocket and get banned. You got to read the rules and read everything so you don't ask redundant questions and whatnot. But even, and this is like any art form, first of all, you're going to improve your writing, because if you're relying solely on text, you want to be able to communicate complex ideas in as few keystrokes as possible. So it improves your writing for sure, because you're trying to say something that's like clever. You might pull it off. I mean, one of the frustrating parts about it, and this is why people spend a lot of money, is you're basically in like a public room. So the physical world equivalent would be like 7 guys sitting on couches in a room, and a girl's in the center, and everyone's taking turns talking to her. And it's like, how is this going to play out? Now, and then some of the girls will be like, if you don't say anything in the chat, I'm going to kick you. So they want people to talk to them in the chat. So it's kind of like, it's like being at a bar and trying to hit on a girl while there's other guys competing at the same time. But it's less frustrating, and also because it's text only, it's like, all right, who can be wittier than me right now in the chat? Chances are you're going to lose. But there are guys on there. Oh, that's my 15 minutes. All right, well, this has been 15 minutes on Cam Girls. I guess I can wrap it up by saying that I could have kept going for another couple hours. If you'd like to see a part 2, write something in the comments that I want to hear more. I mean, I have all sorts of theories. Something I can close on, and this is what I actually wanted to say. I was thinking about this earlier. A lot of cam girls are averse, there's another big word, to receiving input from someone like me about what they might do to like get better at camming. Because you go into their room, there's no one in the room, no one's tipped in 3 hours. And then if you, and I never do this because I'm not an idiot, but if you were to be like, well, I think maybe you want to try this, they'll explode at you. Be like, I don't need your fucking advice. But it's stupid because I'm the one who's in here as a potential customer, right? So wouldn't you think I would know? Plus, I've been in however many different chat rooms for fucking hours and hours and hours. Like, I see what's working and what's not working, and I can see exactly who's doing things that work. Although I will admit that some use tactics that I would not recommend because I hate their tactics, and they're still successful. So there goes my fucking idea. But it's kind of just like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. But it's like, I can see there's one particular model I've seen, and her approach is genius, and she does pretty well. So what she's doing is working for sure, because I've seen even like over a long period of time, maybe like, I don't even know, what is it, 2026 now? So over 5 years, like in the beginning days, she was successful, but now she's even more successful than before because what she's doing works. Now, from my perspective, the male perspective, I can break down analytically what I think, why she's doing what she's doing works, but that's a whole nother story. And plus, too, like the way you interact in your chat room, you know, creates an environment that people either want to be in or don't want to be in. So, like, you got to give credit to these cam models because one, they're entertaining for hours on end. Two, they also have to like lay down an iron fist and lay down the law to like moderate their own chat room most of the time. So it's impressive what they do, and that's even just beyond the basic conversation. But I could go on and on. But thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna try to post some more live videos soon. I'm trying to like transition out of the music video reactions. Let me know in the comments what you want me to talk about. If I should post video. And yeah, thanks for listening, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.